Where's the mustard, the Battlefront 2? My name is Jakob and I'm also known as BipedalHeatmor, and welcome back to, or not welcome back, but welcome to my first series on this motherfucking channel. Today I'm bringing you a Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This time it's been recorded by Scrapstar Gaming, but it will be recorded by someone else later on in the series, but it was just for convenient. I also battle Scrapstar Gaming. He's also a conductor on the channel, so make sure to check him out. He does make awesome content, I believe. Haven't watched him too much, but he does make decent content at least, although it's kind of lazy. Well, let's go down into the team update. We've got my team. I'm George, although my real name is Jacob. I just chose that IGN for no reason at all. And I've got a Gardevoir with a Soul Twist, a Choice Scarf Raikou, a Rotom was physically defensive with Leftovers, a Salamence, a Gliscor, and a Venusaur. On his side, we've got a Quagsire, which won't be much of a problem because I've got Energy Ball on my fucking Gardevoir, and we got Giga Drain on my Venusaur, so it won't be too much of a problem. I was scared of that Bisharp, and I was really scared of the Braviary too, because they were going to be huge threats to my team, although I had Pokemon to counter the Braviary. He also has a Rotom, and I'm not sure how I thought about that. I was like, that can end up being clutch. And he has a Venomoth, and he has an Alakazam. Venomoth is his channel mascot, and Alakazam is power. So you know, he brought power, and I brought power to this battlefield. So this was an OU match. And this has been a little team preview, and let's get on into the real battle, guys. Okay, so I decided to lead off with my shiny Gardevoir here, while he does decide to send out his Alakazam to, I don't know, scout maybe? Send it out as a scout. So I do trace his Magikarp here, which is pretty awesome. I really love that. And he does switch out his Alakazam here as a lot of people would have predicted on an Alakazam not staying in on the Gardevoir. And he sends out his Rotom. I went for Hyper Voice here. I don't really know why I did do that, but here we clearly see that the Rotom is special defensive. I'm timid, but that should have done more if it wasn't special defensive. So I go into my Venusaur here, named Soar. I don't know why I named it Soar really. I'm a random person. And he goes for Trick, but it fails because I'm a Mega Venusaur. He does withdraw his Rotom here, and my Mega Venusaur just go for. Yeah, I know, you'd probably know what I'm gonna go for. I'm going for this standard Sleep Powder. My Venusaur Megas up, and he does go for the Sleep Powder. Oh yeah, Mega Venusaur is so much power, Mega Venusaur is so much power. There I go for the Sleep Powder, and I do hit it on the Braviary. And the Braviary is now asleep and not a threat anymore, to my team at least. So, Blue Falcon is asleep. I really do not love the name Blue Falcon. That's an awesome name, David. Creds so much you for using that name. And he goes out as this tactical, his Venomoth. And I managed to hit a Sludge Bomb with it, which doesn't do too much damage. And I got a message from my phone. And he Quiver-Dances. Here, Quiver-Dances up. I'm gonna mute my phone real quick. And I was scared. I was scared as fuck. So, I do decide to Hidden Power him here. Hidden Power Fire Venusaur. I don't think he expected that, and that was a lot for having a Quiver-Dance up. I would never have expected that to do so much damage with a Quiver-Dance, but that's what you get for having a Venusaur. I guess Mega Venusaur is power, and it does go for a Bug Buzz here on my Rotom, and I'm not special defensive, so I'm not taking that too well. I am not taking that too well at all. I should actually have preserved my Rotom much better. I should not have went to my Rotom here. He easily going to be able to take me out here with this Venomoth. And Venomoth I've got to kill. Venomoth is a really good Pokemon. And credits to David for having him having a really, I don't know, original mascot as I have. And I'm going to Raikou here. Raikou is a beast. Although this is OU and Raikou is a UU Pokemon, Raikou is terrorizing everything. So I go straight for the Thunderbolt here, not wanting to predict anything. And I get a Paralyze, although he lives with 1 HP. He does though have the Lumberry, so he does cure the paralysis, and he goes for Sleep Powder here on my Raikou, which was quite sad because I did really want my Raikou to not be asleep. Raikou is kind of one of my initiative Pokemon. I really wanted it to be good and healthy and not sleep or have any status conditions. So here I go into my Zor, predicting any kind of Bug Bosses, Quiver Dances, whatever, so I can be able to take him out next turn. So here he goes for the Quiver Dance, and gets his special attack and special defense, and his Speed Arrows, and I know I can let anyone hit this thing once to check at me. And look at the damage this does. This is +2. This is fucking +2. Yeah, that didn't do shit for being +2. Oh my lord, Venusaur is a tank. That's not even invested. I'm physically defensive, not specially defensive. And down goes to Venomoth. So I think it's 2-0 now, and it now goes into Alakazam, and Alakazam is of course a threat to my Venusaur. I'm never staying in on Alakazam with my Venusaur, so I go into my Gardevoir here. My Gardevoir is Assault Quest, so I know I can take any one hit from what this Alakazam wants to throw at me, but he does actually go for Mega, which actually surprised me, because I rarely see Mega Alakazam around, but this time we saw Mega Alakazam around, and he does decide to, first of all, he traces my Magic Guard, which I traced from him, so he gets Magic Guard again, and he goes for the Psyshock, and that's going to do way more damage, because it hurts my physical defense and not my special defense. And I don't know how I feel about that. I really didn't like that, and he actually managed to take my Gardevoir so close to dying. I do go for the Hyper Voice here, though, doing a lot of damage, or at least a decent chunk of damage to the Alakazam before I try to switch out here, because I really needed to preserve my Gardevoir here. I was having problems with defeating the Rotom later, so I do decide here to go into my Raikou, trying to sack it off, but it actually go for the Dazzling Gleam, which, in my opinion, was a really bad play, because I should have switched out and should have just gone for another Psyshock, just to be ensured to kill on me. I'd here just go for the Psyshock, and I believe that takes out my Raikou. This battle was a long time ago, so I'm sorry if my commentary is a little bit inaccurate, but David was kind of slow with sending me the battle. So, anyways, I do go here at my Gliscor to go for the Protect and get up my Toxic Orb, and just to scout what it has to hit me with. And he only has Dazzling Gleam, so I just decided to stay in with my Gliscor here, because a Psyshock ain't gonna do shit because I'm physical or defensive, and a Dazzling Gleam won't do shit either because it's not stab and it's 70 power or something like that. So that doesn't do shit for being an Alakazam and me being in Gliscor. So I do go for the Earthquake here, and I believe that takes out Alakazam. Yes, it does. The Alakazam is down, and one of the bigger threats are down in this battle. I do get my Poison Heal here just to get off a lot. Poison Heal actually surprisingly heals you a really big chunk of damage. Okay, so it does decide to go into this little scrubby washing machine here and try to hit me with a Hydro Pump, but I just Protectors to see what his Scout was gonna do, and just to get off some more Poison Heal damage. Or not Poison Heal damage, Poison Heal health, 8 hit points. So I go to my Venusaur here, because I know that's my only counter to this Rotom. And he just decided to go for a Hydro Pump. And I think this does a lot of damage for me. Although I'm not special defensive, that does a lot of damage for being a Rotom. So he just decided to go switch out of his Rotom here and go into his Blue Falcon again. Blue Falcon is again the Braviary, and I was scared of this, but I'm not scared of this anymore at this moment. I'm not really scared of this Braviary. It's not really a threat to my team, looking at how much that Giga Drain does, that I'm pretty sure I can manage it to KO it with 2 Sludge Pumps if I need to, but I don't want to take the risk, so I do go out to my Salamence here. I do actually get Intimidate on him, but as a lot of people know, Braviary has Defiant, so it boosts his attack by 2, which means he has +1 attack now, and that was pretty scary, but I wanted to set up a sweep, or a little mini sweep on Salamence here, so I went for the Dragon Dance, hoping that he wouldn't wake up, and he didn't wake up. So my Salamence is now +1 and plus speed, and he got Intimidate, although he unfortunately in this battle, if he had Moxie in this battle, I would probably have done much better. But I do manage to take out the Blue Falcon, aka Braviary, with this Dragon Claw, and my Salamence does take damage to the Life Orb though, but it's a good trade. So he goes out to his Flopper here, and I'm so scared of the Ice Beam here. So I do switch out again, of course, and I go into my Sword, because Sword has fucking thick fat. I know you can take an Ice Beam from a Quagsire, but he goes for Scald actually, surprisingly, and manages to hit my Venusaur. And my Venusaur is of course a threat to the thing. Of course, who stays in with a Quagsire and the Venusaur? Like, really? So I went for the Giga Drain here, just to be on the safe side. I don't want to predict anything. I didn't really want to predict anything in this battle, because they did make some bad plays, and I was really frightened of helping him, like, but here I go for the Sleep Powder, and I fucking miss. So here you just go for the Iron Head on my Venusaur, and that thus take out my Venusaur. So my Venusaur is now down, and I've only got Gardevoir left to hit that fucking Rotom, which is extremely scary. I've got Salamence too, but Salamence I've got to send in here. He does need to take a lot of damage, because this Bishop also has Defiant, so it's gonna get a boost too. It's gonna get the Defiant boost, and it's now at +1, and it's gonna hit me with a Sucker Punch, because what else does Bishop do, really? Really, what else does Bisharps do? And he just managed to take out my Salamence with that he one-hit KO'd my Salamence with a fucking Sucker Punch. He does have the Life Orb, as I see, so he's now at I don't know, 2.3 or something. So I do go to Protect here, just to scout what he's going to do to my Gliscor. If he has anything super effective, you could just go for the knockoff. I don't really need my Toxic Orb anymore, so I decided to stay in here with my Gliscor and just going for the Earthquake to get damage on this. And surprisingly outspeed it. I never thought I would outspeed, and I managed to take it out. I never thought I would outspeed my Gliscor because I'm minus speed nature. He must have been that too, because if not, I wouldn't have been able to outspeed him, or unless he went for a non-priority move, but I don't think he would ever do that against a Gliscor with a Bisharp. So he goes into Flopper here, and I was like, I need to get damage on this thing, because I can't switch in on this. Like, literally, I've got my Gliscor and my Gardevoir left, so he goes for Infestation here, just to get some residual damage on me, I guess. And I'm not really sure why I did it, but I don't know. He does, although, get some residual damage on me, which is good for him, I suppose. It's decently good for him. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I don't know. It's not in my favor, at least, but I do get a lot of the health back with my Poison Heal. So, I do decide here to go for the Toxic to try to stall this down as much as I can while waiting for his Flopper to just get down to enough health. So actually goes, that Scald doesn't kill my Gliscor is a miracle. I thought I would die immediately to that Scald. I know it's Quagsire, and I know it's probably uninvested, blah 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 blah, but still, I don't have any EVs, or I do have IVs, but I don't have any EVs in special defense. This is a fully physical defensive Gliscor. I know there are Assault Vest special defensive ones out there, but this one ain't. This one ain't either offensive or special defensive. It's a physical defensive. It's the standard Gliscor set. So I'm just trying to stall this Quagsire a little bit. I know stall isn't funny. I know stall is kinda aggravating. I know no one really likes facing stall teams, and this ain't really a stall team, but I'm kind of stalling this Quagsire right now. So here I do get more damage by that fucking Infestation. It's kind of annoying me. It's actually really annoying me. So I just decided to go for the Earthquake here to just sack off my Gliscor, because I now know I can take it out with my Gardevoir. And down goes my Gliscor to the Quagsire Scald. Quagsire looks so when it uses his Scald, like I don't know how to describe it, but it looks like Quagsire. I don't know. So here I was like, oh, I might win this. I might take this bike. I might take this back, because I know I'm gonna outspeed this Quagsire, and I can hit it with my Energy Ball. And I know he has a Rotom left. So the question was with a Rotom, could I take out the Rotom? So here I trace his Unaware, which won't really help me at all. It just negates stat boosts. And I go for the Energy Ball here, and that's definitely going to take out the Quagsire, no question. That's first time effective from a Gardevoir. Although I'm timid, it would have taken it out from full health. 100% sure. So it goes into Scrubs Rose here. This is the clutch moment. I do go for the Energy Ball here. Boom, says the Energy Ball, and he lives with like 10 HP, and I get a crit too, and he just go for the Wall Switch and finish off my assault with Gardevoir. So guys, this has been a battle. Thank you so much for watching. Come back to the Battlefront here. See you next time. Bye.